And apparently the dust is yet to settle on the recent impeachment of the Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly, Abok Ayuba. Now, there are reports that on Monday this week, the impeached Speaker and his group forcefully gained entrance into the House of Assembly chambers after he was forced to hold plenary last week Thursday at a community hall in Zawan, Jos South local government area. At that sitting, he suspended 6 members who spearheaded his impeachment, even as the state governor, Simon Lalong, received and congratulated Yakubu Sanda. That's the member representing the Pengana State constituency, who was appointed as the speaker by the faction which suspended Abok.
Now, joining us now to revisit this issue with a view to finding out the truth is Minority Leader, Plateau State House of Assembly, Peter Gyandeng. I want to say thank you very much. Welcome to Newsday. This is a wonderful afternoon, and let's get it started. At the moment, it seems we have 2 parallel speakers at the House of Assembly. Can you help us make sense of what is rocking Plateau State's legislative chamber at the moment?
Thank you for having me. I want to debunk that impression that our speaker has been impeached. The speaker still he was duly elected, and what took place last week in the State House was a coup. 7 tries to impeach a speaker. The law gave it that 2/3 majority, and 2/3 majority is 16. I challenge anybody that said Abok was impeached to bring out the list of those that impeached Abok. So the new Abok is still our speaker. There's no parallel speaker. Only one that is Abok.
Mr. Gyandeng, as members of the public who are not within the State House of Assembly, when we hear reports like this, what are we supposed to make of it? We are being told that on one side he was impeached, and then there is a new, that Mr. Sanda is now the Speaker of the House. What are we supposed to make of this? How are we supposed to make sense of this information?
I made it clear to you. The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, stated it clearly. Before you impeach a speaker, there are procedures, just like the governor. There are procedures before you impeach a governor. So you cannot wake up within one day and just go and can you impeach a speaker with 6 or 7 members? The Constitution gave us the right that it must be 16. That's 2/3 of majority out of 24. Now, what I'm saying, if they claim they've impeached a speaker, let's go back to that chambers, the 24 of us, and let it do it in the public, let the world see it. There's nothing like impeachment as far as we're concerned.
Are you saying that it didn't meet the 2/3 majority requisites to actually impeach him? Is that what you're saying right now?
I challenge anybody that said they made the required number of 16. They were 7 in number. Later on, other 3. There's nothing like 16 members that impeach a speaker. I challenge anybody that said it was 16. The only way we can get this is all of us should go to the chambers, let it be on live TV to see how many people participated in the impeachment of the speaker. Let us do it again. If they truly said they've impeached a speaker.
In the case that might not be something that is worth doing or possible to do right now, Mr. Gyandeng, what is the way forward for the Plateau State House of Assembly?
The way forward is Nuhu Abok still remain the speaker until that is allowed to do. If not for the presence of security men in the State House of Assembly, we would have continued with our legislative function. If they want to impeach a speaker, let them lobby us to do that, but not to go on kangaroo kind of impeachment. That is not impeachment. The governor knows what to do. If he wanted to impeach a speaker, let him go around and lobby. Police is all about lobbying. Force.
No, because
democratic dispensation, for God's sake.
And if the governor is backing this particular speaker that we're speaking about right now,
he's the one that spearheaded the so-called impeachment.
So where do we stand with all that is going on? Because right now you are saying one thing, reports out there seem to be saying another thing, because this new speaker is being backed by Simon Lalong, and you're saying that he's right now an imposter.
He is an imposter. It's clearly, let the law take its course. We are not going to rest until that house is declared open for us to do a legislative function. We are legislators. We're not armed robbers. Why would the military come and cover the screaming, completely barricade the place? For what reason? Where have we wronged anybody? If they truly say they have the number, let them go into the State Assembly and impeach the Speaker, let's see. But there's nothing like impeachment. Noah Box still remains the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. I am the minority leader. 9 of us from the PDP are there, with 2 other members from the APC presently now there, with their Box 3. We're 12 now, they're 12. So let us go to the chambers. If truly they have the 16 number as they claim, let us go back to the chambers. The truth must be told, and we're telling the law the truth. There's no lies about what I'm saying today. Quote me anywhere, even in the court of law.
Mr. Gyandeng, can we take a couple steps back and even talk about the reasons as to why an impeachment would come about in the first place on the case of Mr. Ayuba? They're saying it's alleged cases of financial misappropriation and embezzlement. What do you have to say about this?
Let them bring it out. What has he done? We got autonomy just barely 4 months ago. We've not even settled down, and this thing came up. The reason that the executive, or the governor rather, insisted that the Abok must be impeached was the issue of autonomy. The Abok insisted that the House must be autonomous just based on the directive of the president. And we insisted, all of us, 24 of us, agreed that we must be autonomous. And it went on well, though the executive did not like it, but we succeeded in having our autonomy, though full autonomy. That was what angered the governor. And there are other issues that the speaker could not compromise with the governor. That's why he insisted, and he did what he did. But Abok did not do anything. Let them prove it. If there's any financial misappropriation or any other thing that he has done.
All right, Mr. Gyandeng, some will say that this particular squabble or this impasse is literally misplaced priorities, understanding that while people will be expecting the state, the executive and the legislative arm of government to form a synergy to help the state heal and move forward after multiple of crises that has rocked the state, you're fighting within yourselves and hampering growth and progress in the state.
We're not fighting. The executive are interfering with the affairs of the State House of Assembly, which is wrong. They should allow us to do our legislative enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We are not fighting with anybody. All we want is let our problem be our problem within us. We have the interest of the state. The executive have been taking loans upon loans, and there's no about it. Records of everything. We challenge them to bring out all the record of the loans they've been taking and what they've done with the money. And that is why we're standing to defend the interest of the state. They are mortgaging the entire state for even our grandchildren cannot survive one day with this. So we have put a stop to all the nonsense they've been doing. That is why they're insisting that they must cripple the State House of Assembly. I want the world to know that we are in a democratic dispensation, and the state governor should be called to order. He is a lawyer. He was impeached, illegally impeached with 6 members. Is it right? He was not happy. Why would he do it to other people? So we insist Abok is still our speaker, and that alone will stand.
What will be the fate of the 6 lawmakers who have been suspended? Very briefly, sir.
What will be their fate? If they want to come back, they should come and lobby us for us to bring them back.
Okay.
So let's allow the 6 that we suspended, and let them allow the 6 they have suspended. Let's go to the House and see who. Let the deputy speaker preside over the affairs of the House, and let us elect, if they want that the box should not be there, let the 2 step down. Let us re-elect the 2 of them and see who will win.